What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. We are here at the finale for Celebrity Big Brother. We are down to the final three. We have Misha, Todrick, and Cynthia. And basically, Cynthia's only chance of getting to the final two is for her to win the head of household. There's no other way that that's going to happen. Todrick immediately starts campaigning that if she were to win, that, you know, she should take him to the final two. And he basically plays the villain card. He's like, listen, you know that sitting next to me, you got a better chance of winning than sitting next to Misha. I've got a lot of blood on my hands. I've pissed a lot of people off. And, you know, Cynthia, of course, is eating it up, hook, line, and sinker. But at that point, she probably is better if she had won head of household. She would have been better to take Todrick, because Misha, and this pretty much went the way I thought it was gonna go. We had the final HOH competition was live, and it was one of those, you know, where they had the questions where they had to figure out which one was true, which statement was false out of three statements that the former house guest, you know, video that they left. And Misha ended up winning. So Misha wins the final head of household. And of course, it's a no-brainer who she takes with her. She takes Todrick. Cynthia gets evicted. And in her conversation with Julie, you know, she basically just said she would have taken Todrick. She felt like Todrick sort of took her under his wing after Carson left. And she just feels like he was more, you know, that she said, I have a soft spot for Todrick. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, girl, whatever. So we get down to the jury. And first thing, Carson apologized to Shayna. And I can appreciate that. He said, you know, I was wrong. You know, he said, one of the only things that I probably regret about this experience is how that whole thing went. He said, I felt really bad when it happened. And then, of course, after I got out and I got a chance to see the live feeds, I really felt really bad about how the whole situation went down. And I can appreciate that he apologized, because it sounded like he asked for that moment because of the way Julie Chen sort of kind of threw it to him so he could say what he wanted to say. So for that, I can absolutely appreciate that. As far as everybody else, I mean, they pretty much kind of said what you know, oh, it's been great, oh yeah, da da da. So they found out who the final two were. Cynthia comes out, and of course, the minute Cynthia comes out, they know, you know, Misha and Todrick are the final two. So they go to give their speeches, and Misha gave a really good speech. You know, she said, listen, tried to play this game with integrity, made some mistakes. I wasn't perfect, but overall, I hope you guys know that I tried to play with as much integrity as I could. I always painted my nails blue because for my daughter, so that, you know, that was something, and she talked about that once before, that was her daughter's favorite color or something like that. And basically, so that, you know, basically it was for her girls, for her daughter, excuse me, so that they would know that girls can, you know, girls can do this too. Girls rock, right? And then Todrick stood up to give his speech, and listen, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He turned it all about him. He turned it into, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I played the best game. I am a super fan that did the damn thing, right? The other thing was, put a pin in that, go back. He kind of came clean to Cynthia that he's a super fan of the game. He was like, I've had every winner of Big Brother stay at my house. And I feel like, I'm not saying he hasn't, because I don't know, but I know he had the cookout. But every winner, Todrick, every winner has stayed at your house, or did you have the cookout at your house? And then in his speech, he said that, you know, how inspiring that was for the cookout, you know, and how if he were to win, he would take that money and use it to create art in his community. And when he said that, baby, Todd Bridges, listen, let me tell you something. At this finale, Todd Bridges was me and I was him. Todd Bridges was like, I ain't about to sit here and be fake. I ain't about to sit here and play that little woo-woo-woo game. Baby, when Todrick said that, he rolled his eyes, and they got it right there on camera. He was like, I said, I know that's right, Todd. So when each one of them went up there with their key, I could tell that everybody was pissed at Todrick. Like, everybody that gave their little party, you know how when they go up there to vote and they talk about how they voted, Baby, I could tell that all of them felt some kind of way. Okay. Um, the only one that I felt like voted for Todrick was Cynthia. Because she was like, well, I'm voting for the person that I felt like helped me navigate this game. Um, Teddy was like, the thing about this game is, when people get to see who you are behind the curtain. So I voted for the lesser of two evils. Um, Chris was like, I voted, I tried to play this game with integrity, and this is for my son. And we know that Todrick made a comment about Chris's son at one point, and so I was like, well, that's not for Todrick. And then Todd was like, it's all good to play the game and everything. He said, and I was actually cool with how things went down until I went home and I saw the live feeds. And yeah, like, you don't have to talk trash about somebody when they leave the house. And I said, well, I haven't seen the live feeds, but we know that ain't even Misha's style. So I was like, well, must be talking about Todrick. Like, everybody that got up, Carson, I mean, he made his comical. And of course, we know how Shayna felt, child. We know how Shayna felt. And so they started with Cynthia. So Cynthia's vote went to Todrick. And then they went down the line. Oh, Lamar said he had just got a tattoo that day, so he voted for the person who the tattoo most resembled, but he didn't tell us what the tattoo was. So I don't know what the hell that means. Either way, Misha needed 5 votes to win, because Chris wasn't voting, because Chris Kattan, who did show up for the finale, but he wasn't eligible to vote. I guess because he quit rather than, he left the show, so he couldn't vote in jury. There could have possibly been a tie if it had been 4-4, because it was 8 jury members. So then we as America would have been able to vote on the winner. But we had to get to that because the winner needed 5 votes to win, and the only vote Todrick got was Cynthia's. I think the last person whose vote they counted was Chris Kilpatrick. So we don't know who Teddy voted for, or who what's the young the figure skater young lady. I don't know who she voted for, but I'm pretty certain Teddy didn't vote for Todrick. Pretty certain. So that's how it went down. Misha is the winner. You could see it all over Todrick's face. He was pissed. He did the smile and he said all the right things. And it is something missing without a live audience. Like, it was so anticlimactic. They came out, it was quiet. You could tell, like, none of the jury members got up to greet them. Like, Julie had to tell them, it's okay to get up. Like, it's okay. She said, y'all really do really do follow directions, because I guess they were told to stay in their seats. But it was just so anticlimactic. But that's what it is, y'all. That's who the winner is, a Big Brother. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.